Congressman and listen to Governor Brewer. So at this time, please give a warm round of applause for Congressman Scott Rigell.
Thank you very much. Look, the VIP right here is Governor Jan Brewer. Thank you all so much for being here today. What a joy and a pleasure it is to welcome to this wonderful district the wonderful Governor of Arkansas, Governor Jan Brewer. I've had the privilege of, Arizona. You know what? Every politician does that along the way. And the key is what? Just to keep going. And I know that y'all, you love and support the Rigell family, and I'm so grateful for you being here today. Thank you so much. I've had the real privilege of getting to know the governor just over the last couple of hours. And just to give you an idea of the kind of energy that she brings to this, when she had a lot of difficulty with her staff trying to get down here to Hampton Roads from Washington. She didn't give up. She was tenacious and making sure she got down here. And as I shared with some other folks a bit earlier, I said, you know, when she got out of the Suburban, she didn't exit the Suburban. I think she launched her way out of the Suburban. You'll see her energy is contagious. She's an inspiring and engaging leader, and I'm just delighted to call her a friend. And even though you're just getting to know her right now, I'd ask that you consider her a friend too, because she loves our country and she loves this 2nd district. Governor Jan Brewer, here you go.
I love all of you. I do. I love you more because you're here in this parking lot today, but I am so delighted to have been invited to come down and to show my personal support for Scott. I can't tell you what an impression he has made across the country. I'm going to hand you my glasses. There you go. That people all over America are watching Virginia. You know how important your state is. And you know how important Scott is. And we know what an important and great job that he has already done for you and for America. And I will tell you that he is an example in Washington, D.C. for not only the people here in Virginia, but he's an example for every congressperson in Washington, D.C. He goes in there and he has worked hard. He has represented you like almost no other congressman has been able to do across this country. I have been traveling across America talking to a lot of different people on a lot of different levels. But I will tell you, I bring a message to all of you that people believe that Scott has had such an impact on the direction of where our country is going because he sets it by example. We know that he supports the military. We know he supports the veterans. I grew up on a Navy base. I'm a big supporter of freedom. I know you're a big supporter of freedom. And those are the heroes. We need to step up and we need to spread the word to let everybody know that Scott believes in freedom and we have freedom because of those heroes, our military and our veterans. And more than that, well, not more than that. I think that's a #1 issue with me. But I will tell you, our country is in a mess. It is in a mess. And we need people that work by example. And that is what Congressman Rigell has done. He has gone to Congress and he has done things that most congressmen have not done. He has put on the face of Congress the idea that we need to be fiscally responsible. He not only has gone back there to get our budget under control, but he himself has refused to accept federal benefits, and he has turned back $49,000 of his budget back into Congress. That is unheard of. That is unheard of. You know, if all our congressmen were able to do that or wanted to do that, that would make a difference. That would set an example as there are people out in our communities and our states that are hungry. They don't know if they don't have a job. They don't know where their next meal is going to come from. And we sit here and we see people give lip service, but they don't deliver. And that's what has endeared me to your congressman. I will tell you, he is not only endeared by me and many people in Arizona, but he's endeared across America because of the position and the things that he has done since he's been there. And these have been difficult times. I don't need to tell you, difficult times. He knows because of his past and his successful past that he can get the job done by talking to people, by sitting down and getting ideas put together and being responsible. Because you can just simply always say, no, 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 and you get nothing done. But if you're willing to sit down and speak with people, whether they be from across the aisle or people in your own party, you find solutions. And that's what people in Texas know about your congressman. That's what people and congressmen in Arizona knows about your congressman. They know that he's a worker. He believes in America. He believes in freedom. I'm here today because of God's will, I think, because there was every obstacle put in front of me this morning. I didn't think I was going to make it. But I wasn't going to let this opportunity pass me by. So we got on the plane, off the plane, in the shuttle, back on the plane, back in the bus, off the bus, back in the shuttle, back and forth, back and forth. I said, we're going, even if I have to get there at midnight. I am coming to Virginia. You know, I was not going to miss this opportunity because I want you to know that elections are won because of people like you. I'm a grassroots campaigner. I am the one that used to go and still do, go to those parking lots, knock on those doors, talk to my friends, anybody that's around me about a candidate that I support, because we have got to get the people out to the polls that say, my vote doesn't count. I don't make a difference. It's up to you and it's up to me to get those people out to the polls before and on Election Day. That is how we're going to have sweet victory on November 6th. And I will tell you, everybody is so excited and so impressed with Scott's record that on that he will be able to bring votes as a team for George Allen and Mitt Romney. You get... And it's going to be you and people like you and your family members talking to each and every person you know. It's called what? Get out the vote. Get out the vote. And I will tell you, if President Obama and company thinks that they're going to win Virginia, you know what I say? Game on! Game on! Not on our watch. Not on our watch. We are fighters. We have solutions, and we will get it done. You know, they have some kind of an idea of solving things, but it's not the right solution to the problems that we're facing. We know there are issues out there that need to be solved and resolved, but we need to sit down and we need to do it right. And that is what Scott is all about. I've had the opportunity to watch him. I've been able to read things about him. I've spoken to people about him. And more than that, I have spoken with him and I've heard it from his mouth. He will make a difference. He understands what solutions are and what we need to do to get it done. But he can't do it alone. It's going to take you and you and you and you and you. And what do we have? 52 days until the election? We've got our work cut out for us. But we can do it. We can do it. We cannot let our country down. It's all about freedom. It's all about freedom. And I will tell you something that my mother told me. Anything really worth doing almost always means doing the hard thing. That's the bottom line. Life is not easy. We've all had challenges. And today, each and every one of us are facing a challenge of our lifetime. And if not for you, and if not for me, then who? That all rests on our shoulders. And with your enthusiasm out here today, and you understand the issues, and I know you got the energy, there's no doubt about that, and you've got the candidate, so we've got the winning combination. So, please, please, pledge today, when you leave, that you will be what? Relentless You will go out there and you will talk to your friends, you will talk to your neighbors and your family, you will talk on the golf course, you will talk in church, you will talk wherever you show up about what it is that we need to get done. We need to have victory on November 6th, and we need Scott not only for Virginia, we need him for America. Yay! Virginia, right? That was fabulous. Somebody got a picture of that. That was fabulous. That's a sign, right? So, I ask you to keep up the energy, get out the vote, and we have got to have victory. If we don't, we will have no one to blame but ourselves. It's all about you. It's all about me. You know, if candidates lose, usually it's not the candidate. It's because we didn't work hard enough. That's what I always say. Do it. Get it done. And let me be able to pick up that phone on election night and say, yay, Virginia! So, we'll be watching you. We'll be helping you in any way that we can. And I will tell you, Congressman, anything that I can do, anything Arizona can do to help you, we are there. We are on your team. So keep it up, keep working, and don't let the energy go down. Remember, the base is sticking with us. We need to get those people that think that their vote doesn't count and they don't make a difference. We need those people. We all need to deliver 10 of them. 10 of them. Pick up the phone and call. Talk to them. However you're going to reach out to those people. Knock on those doors. Do not let this time slip through our fingers. It's too important to you and to our country. God bless you, and God bless and protect the United States.
We love you, Governor. Really, what you're doing for the country, and Chairman Longo, the timing was perfect, sir. And you know, can't you just see how the governor, her energy, her enthusiasm is really just infectious, contagious, in the best sense of the word. And so, thank you so much for being here. We've got other elected officials here, Governor, that I want to just pause and recognize because I appreciate their public service. I see Harvey Bryan, our Commonwealth's attorney. Now there, thank you, Harvey. Rosemary Wilson, thank you for your public service. So Patrick Sawyer, where's Patrick? Is he here? Was here? Okay, but thank you for serving. You know, really appreciate it. You know, this is really a defining moment in our country, and the governor and I talked about this, and we have a mutual friend, a friend of so many of you here, Governor Bob McDonnell. Yes! And you know, sometimes if I'm looking for wisdom and perspective, I'll run something by someone that I hold in high regard. And I hold the governor in high regard. And I said, Governor, and by the way, I love calling him governor. And we worked hard to get him to be the governor. And so I like having that title for him. And I said, Governor, you know, this fiscal situation, it just concerns me so greatly. You know, really, I think it threatens the foundation of our republic. But, you know, as a public official, I don't want to overstate something. You want to get it just right to where you really are really candid and forthright about your situation. But I never want to just go to that tipping point where you've overstated something to make a point. And I said, Governor, just how do you see it? And I said, because I'm kind of wrestling with this, I'm really vocal about it. He said, Scott, he said, it's just, you just got to be completely open with this. He said, I really see it as a fundamental threat to our country. And I knew this instinctively, and whether you've looked and dived into the numbers or not, but there are some real big challenges, you know, that we face as a country. And we can certainly get through them. But we just have to first accept, I think that this is not a common time in our country. And these good men and women, we love that sound, Governor, by the way. It really is. And I see it this way, that our men and women in uniform, past and present, and the families of the fallen still carry a burden. And I see a good friend, the Gold Star family, who lost a son in Pakistan here. My friend Mark Stetz, and I use his name with permission, but Mark, what your family represents to me is just the heavy sacrifice that has been paid to keep this country safe. So we stand with you and your family and all of our families, and folks like me. I spent 6 years in the Marine Corps Reserve, never got activated. Thank you. Hoorah! But you know, it's a difficult lift, but our men and women in uniform, both past and present, have met their obligation to this country. And yet, in Washington, we're really off track, and we're not meeting our obligation to the American people. So when we're faced with this, we have a couple of choices. The one is to just kind of check out. The one is to, it'd be so easy to just, it's the seduction of apathy, just that maybe go the easy path, but we've got to just dig in deep and remember what our DNA is as Americans, and that is to engage and to, see, we've got this great privilege because our men and women are keeping us safe, that we resolve things not with an AK-47 or an M16, but we resolve things as best we can at the ballot box and in the public square, and debating ideas and really determining what the best course and direction for our country is. And so in this moment, in these 52 days or so that the governor referenced, I know for Terry and me what it means is that we're all in. And that every day I look at my calendar and I say, am I using today wisely? And am I influencing? Am I reaching out and getting that independent voter? Or even a voter last night who said to me, Scott, I'm going to vote for you, but I'm not going to vote for, either the Senate or the presidential. I just wince when I hear this. And my job is to just kind of walk them through. You don't get somebody to agree with you by pounding them on the head. I think as Republicans, we have a wonderful heritage. It really just, you dial it back to President Lincoln. And in my mind, if not the top most persuasive president, certainly in the top three, and for me, the most persuasive president we've ever had. Here's how he put it. And I slow down right here for this reason. Because I'm asking you, imploring you to be mindful of this the next 52 days, to have your radar swinging in your church, your synagogue, in the grocery store, as you walk around your neighborhood, and you find that independent voter. And the idea is just to tip them over a bit, get them to come on over, and just carefully consider, why they either are or are not voting, the way that we think that they should. But we've got to know, on election night, as we look back at this, that we've done everything we could to have our ideas, our candidates prevail, and that'll happen. If we all just lean into this. Governor, you are. I just want to know what kind of vitamins you take, because your energy is absolutely contagious. You've endeared yourself to the good folks from Arizona. You've endeared yourself, even this afternoon, to the good folks of Virginia. And I'd even say she's endeared herself to the good folks of Arkansas as well. All right? So, we end as we've begun. And for Terry and me, it means that on election night, that you've heard me say, I trust that we lean on these words from John Quincy Adams. Duty is ours, results are God's. I can only rest in the former, or the latter, rather, if I know that I've done the former. That means all in. Thank you so much. Thank you for standing with us. Thank you for welcoming me, this wonderful governor. May God bless America, and let's do the right thing on November the 6th. Thank you all. Victory on November the 6th. Thank you, Governor. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you, sir.
Oh, thank you.
I appreciate that.
Thank you. Thank you so much, all of you. Thank you.
We want you to take over for Canada.
Thank you. We got our
work and work at victory.
Thank you all for being here today. Thank you.
Come on, let's go to work. Ted, do you want to keep these for the next rally?
Sure, yeah. Yeah, the outside? Absolutely. Absolutely. Thank you.
We've got yard signs up at headquarters, haven't we? There's some right church.
Yeah, we have plenty. Yes, she is. A lot of energy, huh?
That's the reason we're going to see you tomorrow night.
I'm here for meetings.
What's Sean going to say about it? Miss Michigan. I hope no one hears. Get rid of that too. That's fine.
Love your little kid. That's great. Family first one. You're from California? I like your idea. Okay. You went out there to Congo? I did. Okay. What was it? I was out of town, so I just read about it. But it was I didn't see anybody that drives a lot, you know, this map and stuff like that. Real time, I can zoom in on I-64 and see how fast she's getting all
I was like, they did not pay for that. I know that. I'm a local. I'm a local. I know. Really.
Yeah.